good did it make you feel that Coach Sweeney had the confidence and faith in you as an offense to go for that instead of, just you had an 11-point lead and we're getting the ball first after the halftime, so a lot of coaches might have just played it safe and taken a knee there.
Well, I mean, we had already had our mindsets that we were going to get the ball back. We didn't know how much time was going to be left. We knew we were going to go try and score, and that's how Coach Sweeney is. I mean, we want to go try and put as many points on the board as we can. So, we were already mentally prepared to go down and score, and it was just going and doing it. And we were able to protect well, and once again, playmakers were able to get out there and make plays. And it was a really good feeling going into halftime. Then Cleveland goes in there and gets a sack right before halftime, and that was pretty big time going into the half, and had us feeling really good. And coming into half, and we felt like coming out, we wish we would have got a little bit better start, obviously, but it made us have a lot of confidence, especially whenever you get down in the fourth quarter and you really had to have it, you had to go down the field. And we're like, man, we already did this once in this game. We can just go do it again.
How much momentum and confidence does a win like Saturday's help you guys build as a team?
Oh, it builds tons of confidence. Not even just as a whole team, but just for us as an offensive line. Once again, that being one of the best defensive fronts we're going to see all year, being able to play the way that we did really builds a lot of confidence and builds trust in everyone. From Sean trusting us to give him time, from us trusting Wayne, just him hit those holes, and him trusting us to give him the holes to run through. So it builds a lot of confidence, a lot of trust. But once again, the next game is the biggest game, and can't hold on to it too long, and not have any hangovers for this next game.
As an older guy,
turnovers, the fact that you won the game, it's high emotions, but you turned over 5 times. Is that something that's been discussed Sunday or Monday?
Oh, yeah, and that was something that we obviously knew was unacceptable. We're glad we got the win, but we didn't want it to be in spite of turnovers. And it was. We won a big football game in spite of us having 5 turnovers instead of us, just getting turnovers because we were getting turnovers, not turning the ball over. So that's something that we worked on all off season. We didn't do well Saturday, but something that we can improve on, and something that ball security is going to be a premium. It's always a premium, but definitely this week and the weeks on throughout the season of really having the ball high and tight, taking care of the ball, doing the little things right, so we don't have those just careless turnovers. Some of them that we had that could have been avoided, but we just did some things wrong that just happen to have turnovers as a consequence, and that's what happens in the game of football is whenever you don't do the little things right, there's consequences for your actions. And we had 5 consequences on Saturday.
as an older guy who's a leader, how do you make sure that the guys do stay focused, do move on, and go next game's biggest game?
Oh, it's not that hard with the leadership of everyone around here, and the coaching staff, the culture that we have here at Clemson. Coach Sweeney always preaches next game's the biggest game, and he's completely right. What we just did on Saturday, is going to get completely overshadowed if we go up to BC and lay an egg, So we got to go up there and we have to play well. It's a tough place to play. Several times we've been up there, we haven't played very well. And they're a good football team. They got the #1 defense in the country, so they're not anyone to be taken lightly. They're not a team to look over at all by any stretch of the imagination. They're very disciplined in what they do, and they do what they do very, very well. And so we know the task that we have at hand and what we have to do in order to go up there and be successful, and not get too wrapped up in last week's game and keep thinking about that. We know that to be a good football team and to go where we want to go ultimately at the end of the season, we have to be able to go up there and win.
What stands out about their defense? What enables them to have so much success?
Once again, it's really disciplined. Up front, they're big guys. They're push the pocket kind of guys. They don't, not a lot of people no one's really driving them off the ball. They're really, really stout defensive linemen. And once again, I know they got a new defensive coordinator, but they're able to get in there and do some things and hurry the quarterback a little bit. And their defensive backfield, once again, really disciplined. They like to play man defense and say, hey, come beat us. And that's a good challenge for us, and that's something that we like. You know, we feel like we got playmakers that can go do some things, and we feel like up front, we're starting to get that confidence and that kind of swagger to us, I guess you could say, that we want to be able to go against teams like this and defenses like this. So I'm really excited, and I think our guys are really excited too. Once again, just to go up against the kind of defense like they are. I mean, I think a lot of people tend to overlook Boston College, but I mean, they got athletes, they got players. They're really, really good. And I know we don't overlook them, but you know, I think that they're a team that can just kind of be overshadowed by all the other great teams we have in the ACC, and people don't think about Boston College whenever they definitely should.
As an offensive lineman, do you relish these kind of matchups a little extra against BC because they're that old school, physical, tough, kind of hard-nosed matchup?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, those guys, they want to punch in the mouth, and they're going to keep coming all game. That's something about them is really matching up well for us, is we feel like they're a team that is go, go, go. You know, they don't stop. They're going to outwork you. They're going to try and go past the whistle, and that's something of us that we've really built a culture around here of doing that during practice and being able to play like that. So then whenever we do play teams like Boston College that, like you said, old school, hard nosed, just kind of grinding you down, we don't, I guess, succumb to the pressure of it or feel overwhelmed by it. So we really feel like we can go out there and do some good things. But once again, we got to play well. I mean, we can't go up there and have 5 turnovers against this kind of football team. They're a really, really talented football team, really talented defense, and once again, I'm really excited.
What do you remember about playing on Friday nights as a high school player? Do you think it's right at the college level if you're playing on Friday nights?
I mean, I personally wish they would kind of give Friday nights to the high school teams, because I think the NFL's even doing Friday nights now, so you got all these different games on TV, and that takes away from the excitement of Friday night football. So I personally like to just stick with Saturdays, but that's their call and the TV people's call. So we just go out and play whenever we're told to play, no matter where, when. It don't matter to us.
Adding to that, though, you talk about that routine. You guys have played a couple games now on short rest and had a longer stretch and had to play. I mean, are you guys over this whole thing and just want to get to a flow now? Because it seems like the first 5 games you haven't been able to really establish a routine.
Oh, well, once again, we do what we got to do, and we're just given the schedule to go play. There's nothing we can do about it, so there's no point griping and moaning about it. So, for us, it's just trusting the coaches in their plan of our whole process, and just not questioning anything, just going out and working. It's great to get in the rhythm of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, off Sunday, like that. But play with the cards are dealt, and we'll just go on from there.
Can you talk about the atmosphere on Saturday? Was that the best you've seen?
Yeah, it was insane. I'll go back and I remember being a recruit, and probably the top 3 games I've ever seen here is Florida State in 2011, and after we got the sack on that, I remember the place just erupting and it being extremely loud. And then obviously last year with Notre Dame, but on Saturday the atmosphere was just so consistently loud that it was something that obviously it took them out of their game. I don't know if I've ever seen a game open up with 2 false start penalties. And then their center snaps the ball before the quarterback's ready, and that's a big play for us. So the crowd definitely had an effect, and that's just something that, once again, you don't get a whole lot of other places other than Clemson. And that's one thing that's so special about this university and this fans and everyone that just kind of goes into it. It's like no other, and it definitely played a huge role in us winning the football game on Saturday.
Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it.
Sir.